Welcome, scholars. In this lecture, we will learn about the types of research. In our previous lecture, we discussed the meaning, concept, definitions, and characteristics of research. Now, it is important to understand that not all research studies are conducted in the same way. Researchers choose different types of research depending on the purpose of the study, the nature of the problem, the kind of data required, and the objectives they want to achieve. When we talk about research, one common question arises. Why are different types of research needed? The answer is simple. Different problems require different approaches. For example, if a scientist wants to develop a new medicine, the research process will be different from a teacher studying students' learning difficulty. Similarly, a company trying to understand customer satisfaction will use a different research approach than a historian studying ancient civilization. Therefore, research. One of the most common classifications is basic research and applied research. Basic research, also known as pure research, is conducted to increase knowledge and understanding without focusing on immediate practical application. The primary objective is to develop theories and expand existing knowledge. For example, a psychologist studying how memory works in the human brain may not be trying to solve a specific problem immediately, but the findings may help future researchers and practitioners. On the other hand, applied research is conducted to solve a specific practical problem. It focuses on finding solutions to real-life issues. For instance, if a researcher studies how to improve students' performance in mathematics or how to reduce traffic congestion in a city, the study is aimed at solving a practical problem. Applied research directly benefits individuals, organizations, and society. Another important type is quantitative research. The word quantitative comes from the term quantity, meaning numbers. Quantitative research deals with numerical data that can be measured and analyzed statistically. Researchers use surveys, questionnaires, tests, and experiments to collect numerical information. For example, if a researcher wants to know the percentage of students who use online learning platforms, data can be collected from hundreds of students and analyzed. In contrast, qualitative research focuses on understanding people's experiences, opinions, feelings, attitudes, and behaviors. Instead of numbers, it uses words, description, observations, and interviews. Suppose a researcher wants to understand how students feel about online education. Rather than collecting numerical ratings, the researcher may conduct interviews and ask students to explain their experiences in detail. Qualitative research provides deep insight into human. Many modern studies use mixed methods research, which combines both quantitative and qualitative approaches. This method allows researchers to benefit from the strengths of both approaches. For example, a researcher studying student satisfaction may first distribute a questionnaire to collect numerical data and then conduct interviews to gain detailed explanations. By combining both types of data, researchers obtain a more comprehensive understanding of the problem. Another widely used type is descriptive research. As the name suggests, descriptive research aims to describe a situation, condition, group, or phenomenon accurately. It answers questions such as what is happening or what are the characteristics of a particular group. For example, a researcher studying the study habits of university students may collect information and describe patterns without trying to explain why those patterns exist. Closely related to this is analytical research. While descriptive research focuses on describing facts, analytical research goes a step further by examining relationships and causes. The researcher not only describes what is happening, but also analyzes why it is happening. For example, if students are performing poorly in examination, analytical research investigates the factors responsible for poor performance, such as study habits, teaching methods, or socioeconomic conditions. Another important category is exploratory research. This type of research is conducted when very little information is available about a topic. The purpose is to explore the issue and gain preliminary understanding. For example, if researchers want to study the impact of a newly introduced technology that has not been examined before, they may begin with exploratory research. The findings often help formulate research questions for future study. In contrast, explanatory research seeks to explain relationships between variables and identify causes and effects. For instance, a researcher may investigate whether excessive social media use affects academic performance. The objective is not merely to describe the relationship, but to explain why and how it occurs. One of the most scientific forms of research is experimental research. In this type, researchers manipulate one variable and observe its effect on another variable under controlled conditions. For example, a teacher may divide students into two groups. One group is taught using traditional methods, while the other uses smart classroom technology. The researcher then compares the academic performance of both groups. Experimental research is widely used in science, medicine, psychology. Another common type is historical research. This involves studying past events, documents, records, and historical evidence to understand historical developments and their significance. Historians often analyze letters, government documents, newspapers, and archives to reconstruct past events and draw conclusions. Researchers also conduct case study research, which involves an in-depth investigation of a single individual, group, organization, institution, or event. For example, a researcher may conduct a detailed study of a particular school that has achieved exceptional academic success. Case studies provide rich and detailed information about specific situations. In social sciences, survey research is extremely popular. Researchers collect data from a large number of respondents using questionnaires or interviews. Surveys help gather information about opinions, attitudes, behaviors, and demographic characteristics. For example, an election survey may be conducted to understand voters' preferences before an election. Another important type is action research, which is particularly common in education. Action research is conducted by practitioners, such as teachers, to solve immediate problems in their own work environment. For instance, if a teacher notices that students are struggling with reading comprehension, the teacher may implement a new teaching strategy, observe the results, and make improvements based on findings. The goal is immediate improvement rather than theory development. We can also classify research according to the time dimension. Cross-sectional research collects data at a single point in time, while longitudinal research collects data over an extended period. For example, studying students' attitudes toward online learning during one semester is cross-sectional, whereas following the same students for several years is longitudinal research. As we can see, each type of research serves a unique purpose and contributes to knowledge in different ways. Researchers select the most appropriate type based on their objectives, available resources, research questions, and the nature of the problem under investigation. Conclude, research can be classified into many categories, including basic research, applied research, quantitative research, qualitative research, mixed methods research, descriptive research, analytical research, exploratory research, explanatory research, experimental research, historical research, survey research, case study research, and action research. Each type has its own characteristics, methods, advantages, and applications. Understanding these types helps researchers choose the most. Thank you, scholars. In the next lecture, we will discuss the research process and learn about the step-by-step procedure followed by researchers from identifying a problem to writing a research report.